Do you often find yourself feeling tired, even after what you thought was a full night's rest? Perhaps you toss and turn, or wake up feeling unrefreshed. And have you ever wondered if the quality of your sleep could actually be impacting your daytime strength, your energy levels, and even your muscle health? It's a connection many of us might not immediately make, but the link between our sleep and our physical strength, especially as we age and face conditions like sarcopenia, is surprisingly deep and incredibly important. Poor sleep can indeed contribute to poor sleep muscle loss seniors. Welcome back to Joyful Aging. In today's eye-opening video, we're going to explore the surprising and often overlooked link between sleep and sarcopenia. We'll uncover how the quality of your nightly rest directly influences your senior muscle health and your body's ability to repair and maintain itself. More importantly, we'll be sharing effective and practical senior health sleep tips designed to help you achieve better, more restorative sleep. This, in turn, can be a powerful ally in your efforts to manage sarcopenia and boost your overall senior health and vitality. Now, as always, a gentle reminder from us. Here at Joyful Aging, the information we provide in this video is for educational and informational purposes. If you are experiencing persistent or severe sleep problems, or have any specific health concerns, including those related to sarcopenia, please always consult with your personal doctor or a qualified healthcare professional for personalized advice and care. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of how better sleep can lead to stronger muscles and discover actionable tips you can start using tonight? Don't miss out on this vital information. Let's explore the powerful connection between sarcopenia and sleep together right now. Okay, so we know sarcopenia involves muscle loss, and we know sleep is important. But how exactly does sleep connect to our senior muscle health? Let's explore the science in a simple and understandable way. One of the most critical roles sleep plays is in the process of muscle repair and growth. Think of your sleep time, especially those deep sleep stages, as your body's prime nighttime muscle repair elderly workshop. It's during these quiet hours that much of the essential maintenance work gets done. A key player in this repair process is human growth hormone, or HGH. A significant portion of our daily HGH is actually released during deep sleep. This hormone is absolutely vital for repairing and rebuilding our body tissues, including our muscle fibers that may have experienced wear and tear during the day. So when we get sufficient, good quality sleep, we're giving our bodies the best opportunity to release this important hormone and effectively mend and strengthen our muscles. This is crucial for rest and muscle recovery seniors need, and for counteracting the muscle breakdown associated with sarcopenia. Now, what happens when our sleep is insufficient or frequently disrupted? Well, these vital restorative processes can be significantly impaired if we're not spending enough time in those deep, reparative stages of sleep. The release of growth hormone can be reduced. This means our muscles don't get the same opportunity to repair and rebuild themselves overnight. Over time, this can contribute to a gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, worsening the effects of sarcopenia and impacting our overall senior health. It highlights just how important sleep for senior muscle health truly is, not just for feeling rested, but for the physical maintenance of our bodies. Okay, so we've learned that deep sleep is when our body does its heavy lifting in terms of muscle repair, thanks to hormones like human growth hormone. But what happens on a broader hormonal scale when we consistently don't get enough quality sleep? This is where the link between sleep and sarcopenia becomes even clearer. Beyond just reducing the good stuff, like growth hormone, insufficient sleep can actually tip the scales in favor of hormones that can break down muscle tissue. This is a critical aspect of poor sleep muscle loss seniors should understand. One of the main culprits here is a stress hormone called cortisol. When we're sleep deprived, our bodies tend to produce more cortisol. Chronically elevated cortisol levels can have a catabolic effect on the body. Catabolic simply means breaking down tissues. And unfortunately, muscle tissue is one of the things that can be broken down when cortisol is consistently high. This is the opposite of what we want when we're trying to combat sarcopenia and maintain our strength and senior health. At the same time, that catabolic hormones like cortisol might rise. Anabolic hormones, which are the ones that build tissue, could take a hit. We already mentioned that growth hormone release can be reduced, but insufficient sleep has also been linked, in some research, to lower levels of other anabolic hormones, like testosterone. And yes, women produce testosterone too, and it's important for their muscle health as well. These anabolic hormones are crucial for signaling your body to build and maintain muscle mass. So, when their levels are suppressed due to poor sleep, it creates a hormonal environment that is less supportive of muscle growth and more prone to muscle loss. This hormonal imbalance, caused by chronic lack of good quality sleep, can significantly accelerate the muscle wasting process associated with sarcopenia. It's like trying to build a sandcastle while the tide is actively washing it away. You're fighting an uphill battle if your hormonal environment isn't optimized for muscle preservation and growth. And good sleep is a cornerstone of maintaining that healthy hormonal balance. Understanding this connection is vital for anyone concerned about senior muscle health. Okay, we've seen how poor sleep can disrupt hormones crucial for muscle building and favor those that break muscle down. But the impact of poor sleep muscle loss seniors might experience doesn't stop there. There are other important connections, especially when it comes to inflammation and how our body uses energy. Another way that insufficient sleep can unfortunately contribute to sarcopenia is by promoting low-grade chronic inflammation throughout the body and by potentially affecting how our body responds to insulin. Now, inflammation is a natural process. Our body uses it to fight infections and heal injuries. But when inflammation becomes chronic, meaning it's persistent over a long period, it can start to cause damage to various tissues, including our muscles. Research has shown that poor sleep, or not getting enough sleep on a regular basis, can actually increase the levels of inflammatory markers in our bloodstream. This state of heightened inflammation can make it harder for our muscles to repair themselves and can even accelerate muscle breakdown. This is particularly concerning for senior health, as older adults may already be more susceptible to chronic inflammation. Closely linked to this is the issue of insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that helps our cells take up glucose or sugar from our blood to use for energy. It also plays an important role in muscle protein synthesis. However, studies have found that even short periods of sleep deprivation can decrease our body's sensitivity to insulin. This is known as insulin resistance. When our cells become resistant to insulin, it's harder for them to take up glucose. It can also impair the muscle-building signals that insulin helps to send. Over time, insulin resistance not only increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, but can also contribute to muscle loss and make it more difficult to build new muscle, further worsening the progression of sarcopenia. So, you can see how this creates a challenging environment for our muscles, more inflammation and less effective insulin, both of which can be influenced by poor sleep, can really hinder our efforts to maintain muscle mass and strength. As part of our healthy aging journey, it underscores yet again the profound connection between good quality sleep and our overall physical well-being. We just explored how a lack of restful sleep can fan the flames of inflammation and even affect how our bodies manage sugar, both of which are not good news for our muscles. But there's another, perhaps more insidious way that poor sleep can tighten its grip and contribute to sarcopenia. It's a pattern that can quietly build, almost like a hidden undertow. This brings us to what we might call a truly challenging pattern, or a vicious cycle, where poor sleep, reduced activity, and muscle loss, unfortunately, begin to feed into each other, making it harder to break free. Think about it. When you haven't slept well, how do you feel next day? Often, the answer is tired, lethargic, maybe even a bit unmotivated. That get up and go we all cherish can feel like it's gotten up and left. This deep sense of fatigue is a very common consequence of poor sleep muscle loss seniors might link to. And when we feel that pervasive tiredness, what one of the first things to suffer? Often, it's our level of physical activity. That gentle walk in the park might seem too daunting. Those light exercises you had planned might get postponed. Even simple daily chores can feel like a monumental effort. It's a natural human response to want to conserve energy when we feel depleted. But here's where the cycle truly takes hold. Physical activity, as we know, is absolutely essential for maintaining muscle mass and strength, especially as we age and aim to combat sarcopenia. Our muscles thrive on movement. They need that stimulation to stay strong and to signal the body to repair and build. When our activity levels drop, because we're too tired from lack of sleep, our muscles don't get the work they need. This in turn can lead to an acceleration of muscle loss or age-related muscle decline. And as muscle mass decreases, our overall strength and stamina can further decline. This might make physical activity even more challenging and perhaps less enjoyable, which can then, unfortunately, lead to even less activity. Compounding the problem, it also impacts what we might call sleep quality, elderly strength. Because if you're less active during the day, it can sometimes be harder to sleep soundly at night, too. This downward spiral, where poor sleep leads to fatigue. Fatigue leads to inactivity, and inactivity leads to further muscle loss, is a significant concern for senior health. And it truly highlights the profound link between sleep and sarcopenia. Breaking this cycle is key, and it often starts with addressing the root cause of that initial fatigue, which, as we're learning, can very often be connected to the quality and quantity of our sleep. It's about nurturing our bodies with the rest they need to have the energy to stay active and keep those muscles strong and healthy. Okay, understanding how a lack of sleep can unfortunately work against our muscle health and contribute to sarcopenia might feel a little disheartening, but please don't feel discouraged, because knowledge is power, and the truly wonderful news is there's so many positive, practical steps you can take to improve your sleep, and in turn, support your muscles and overall senior health. You absolutely can improve sleep sarcopenia outcomes and enhance your well-being. So, let's transition from the why to the how. This is Body, Section 2, Actionable Sleep Tips for Senior Muscle Health and Sarcopenia Management. Let's explore some effective and easy-to-implement senior health sleep tips. Together, our journey to better sleep often begins with the very space where we hope to find rest and rejuvenation. Your bedroom environment plays a surprisingly significant role in the quality of your sleep. Think of it as creating a peaceful sanctuary dedicated to restful slumber. So, what makes a bedroom truly sleep-promoting? First, aim for darkness. Our bodies are naturally programmed to sleep when it's dark. Exposure to light, especially blue light from screens, can interfere with the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate our sleep-wake cycles. So, consider using blackout curtains or blinds to block out any intrusive street lights or early morning sun, if needed, and try to minimize light from electronic devices in your bedroom. Next, strive for quiet. Sudden noises can easily disrupt sleep or prevent you from falling asleep in the first place. If you live in a noisy environment, consider using earplugs or a white noise machine, or even a fan, to create a consistent, soothing soundscape that can help mask disruptive noises. Temperature also matters a great deal. Most people sleep best in a room that is comfortably cool. A bedroom that's too hot or too cold can make it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep soundly. Experiment with your thermostat and your bedding to find a temperature that feels just right for you. And of course, your bed itself should be a haven of comfort. Ensure your mattress provides good support and that your pillows are comfortable and appropriate for your preferred sleeping position. Investing in comfortable, breathable bedding can also make a big difference in your ability to relax and drift off to sleep. Creating this calm, dark, quiet, and cool environment is a foundational step towards achieving better sleep quality. Elderly strength depends on and supporting your fight against sarcopenia. Okay, now that we've set the stage with a sleep-promoting bedroom environment, let's talk about another incredibly powerful, yet often underestimated, strategy for improving your sleep and supporting your senior health. One of the most effective senior health sleep tips we can offer here at Joyful Aging is to establish and stick to a consistent sleep schedule. This means going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time every day. Yes, even on weekends or days when you don't have specific commitments. Why is this consistency so important for our efforts to improve sleep sarcopenia outcomes? Well, our bodies have an internal clock, often called the circadian rhythm. This internal clock helps regulate many bodily processes, including our sleep-wake cycle. When you maintain a regular sleep schedule, you help to reinforce and stabilize this natural rhythm. Your body learns when to expect sleep and when to expect wakefulness. This can make it easier to fall asleep at night and to wake up feeling more refreshed in the morning. It helps to align your body's internal clock with the external day-night cycle, which is crucial for optimal sleep quality. Now, we understand that life happens, and it's not always possible to be perfectly rigid with your schedule, but aiming for consistency as much as you can make a significant difference. Even small variations, like an hour here or there, can sometimes throw off your internal clock, leading to difficulty sleeping or that groggy feeling in the morning. Think of it like setting a regular meal time. Your body gets used to it and anticipates it. The same principle applies to sleep. By creating this regularity, you're supporting your body's natural ability to achieve deep, restorative sleep, the kind that's so vital for muscle repair and for managing conditions like sarcopenia. This simple habit is a cornerstone of healthy aging and good senior muscle health. Okay, so we've set the stage with a restful bedroom and the rhythm of a consistent sleep schedule. Now let's talk about what you do in the hours leading up to bedtime, because your evening routine can significantly influence how well you sleep and, consequently, support your senior health. Think of your evening routine as a gentle winding down period, a way to signal to your body and mind that it's time to prepare for restorative sleep. This is one of the most impactful senior health sleep tips we can offer at Joyful Aging to help you improve sleep sarcopenia management. First, consider what you're consuming. In the hours before bed, it's generally wise to avoid large, heavy meals close to bedtime, as your digestive system working overtime can sometimes interfere with sleep. Similarly, stimulants like caffeine and nicotine should ideally be avoided for several hours before you plan to turn in. Caffeine, especially, can linger in your system much longer than you might think, and even a small amount can disrupt sleep patterns for some. Alcohol, while it might initially make you feel drowsy, can actually lead to more fragmented and less restorative sleep later in the night. Next, let's talk about screen time. The blue light emitted by our phones, tablets, computers, and televisions can suppress the production of melatonin, that crucial sleep hormone we mentioned earlier. Try to create a digital sunset for yourself by putting away screens at least an hour, or ideally, even longer before bedtime. This simple habit can make a big difference in your ability to fall asleep more easily. Instead of screens, consider incorporating some gentle relaxation techniques into your evening routine. This could be something as simple as reading a physical book under soft, warm lighting, listening to calming music or nature sounds, taking a warm bath, perhaps with some Epsom salts, which can help relax your muscles, or practicing gentle stretching or mindfulness meditation. These activities help to quiet the mind, reduce stress and anxiety, and prepare your body for a peaceful night's sleep. This is all part of a healthy aging approach to well-being and can indirectly support your efforts against conditions like sarcopenia by promoting better quality rest. Okay, creating a calming evening routine is a wonderful step towards better sleep. But did you know that what you do during the daytime can also have a profound impact on how well you sleep at night? Let's explore a few key daytime habits that can contribute to your senior health. It might seem counterintuitive, but preparing for a good night's sleep actually starts much earlier in the day. The choices we make from morning till evening can significantly influence our sleep quality. And these are essential senior health sleep tips that Joyful Aging highly recommends to help improve sleep sarcopenia outcomes. First, try to get some natural light exposure, especially in the morning. Sunlight helps to regulate our body's internal clock, that circadian rhythm we talked about. It signals to your brain that it's daytime, which helps to keep your sleep-wake cycle on track. Even just 15 to 30 minutes of morning sunlight, perhaps by enjoying a cup of tea by a sunny window or a short, gentle walk outdoors, can be very beneficial. Next, regular physical activity is a fantastic way to promote better sleep. Engaging in activities you enjoy, like walking, swimming, gardening, or gentle yoga, can help expend energy, reduce stress, and make it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep at night. However, the timing of your exercise matters. For most people, it's best to avoid strenuous workouts too close to bedtime, as that can sometimes be overly stimulating. Aim to finish more vigorous activity at least a few hours before you plan sleep. Gentle stretching in the evening, though, can be very relaxing. Also, be mindful of your napping habits. While a short power nap, say 20 to 30 minutes, can be refreshing for some, long naps, especially late in the afternoon, can sometimes interfere with your ability to fall asleep at night. If you do enjoy a nap, try to keep it short and earlier in the day. These daytime strategies are all part of a healthy aging approach to well-being. They help set the stage for your body to naturally wind down in the evening and achieve that deep, restorative sleep that is so crucial for managing sarcopenia and supporting your overall senior health. Okay, we've covered how our daytime habits can pave the way for a better night's rest. Now, let's touch upon another interesting area that can influence our sleep quality, and that's the food we eat, especially as we consider our overall senior health. While a balanced diet is crucial for energy and muscle health during the day, certain foods and nutrients might also play a role in promoting better sleep at night. This is another aspect of our senior health sleep tips that Joyful Aging believes is worth exploring to help improve sleep sarcopenia outcomes indirectly. Now, we're not talking about a magic sleep-inducing meal, but some foods contain compounds that can support the body's natural sleep processes. For example, foods that are sources of melatonin or its precursors like tryptophan might be beneficial. Melatonin is that key hormone that helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle. Some examples include tart cherries or even walnuts. Certain minerals are also important. Magnesium, found in foods like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens, is known to play a role in muscle relaxation and nervous system regulation, which can contribute to a calmer state, more conducive to sleep. Even some superfoods for seniors that we might discuss for other health benefits can pull double duty by providing these sleep-supporting nutrients. It's also wise to consider what to avoid in the evening. As we touched upon earlier, heavy, spicy, or very fatty meals. Too close to bedtime can sometimes cause indigestion or discomfort that might interfere with sleep. The key here is not to obsess over specific sleep foods, but rather be mindful that your overall dietary pattern can influence your sleep quality. A diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins contributes to overall well-being, which naturally supports better sleep. And this, in turn, is beneficial for managing sarcopenia and promoting healthy aging. As always, if you have specific dietary questions or concerns, a registered dietitian or your doctor can provide the best guidance. Okay, we've explored several wonderful lifestyle and dietary adjustments that can significantly improve your sleep and support your overall senior health. But it's also very important to recognize when professional guidance might be needed. While the senior health sleep tips we've shared can be very effective for many people, there are times when sleep problems may require the attention of a doctor or a sleep specialist. This is an important aspect of managing your health proactively and can certainly help to improve sleep sarcopenia outcomes if sleep issues are a significant factor for you. So, when should you consider seeking professional medical advice for your sleep? If you experience persistent insomnia, meaning you regularly have trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early and not being able to get back to sleep for several weeks or longer, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor. If your sleep is frequently disrupted by things like restless leg syndrome, needing to use the bathroom multiple times a night, or if you experience chronic pain that interferes with sleep, these are also valid reasons to seek medical input. Furthermore, if your partner notices that you snore very loudly, gasp for air during sleep, or seem to stop breathing for short periods, these could be signs of sleep apnea, a serious condition that requires medical evaluation and treatment. Sleep apnea not only disrupts sleep quality significantly, but can also have other impacts on your senior health. If you find that despite your best efforts to implement good sleep hygiene practices, you're still consistently waking up feeling unrefreshed, or your daytime fatigue is significantly impacting your quality of life and ability to function, a conversation with your doctor is warranted. Remember, your doctor can help identify any underlying medical conditions or medications that might be affecting your sleep. They can offer tailored advice, and if necessary, refer you to a sleep specialist for further evaluation or treatment. Good sleep is not a luxury. It's a fundamental pillar of good health, especially as we age and navigate conditions like sarcopenia. Don't hesitate to seek help if you need it. It's a positive step towards better rest and a more vibrant, energetic life. Okay, we've explored the crucial link between sleep and sarcopenia and shared some actionable tips to help you achieve more restorative rest. We truly hope this discussion has highlighted the powerful connection between quality sleep and your senior muscle health. Remember, achieving better sleep for senior muscles is a proactive and achievable step you could take towards managing sarcopenia and significantly enhancing your overall senior health. It's an investment in your vitality. What are your go-to strategies for a good night's sleep? Or do you have any experiences regarding sleep and how you feel physically? Please share your thoughts and valuable insights in the comments section below. We at Joyful Aging love to learn from our wonderful community. If you found this video helpful, we'd be so grateful if you'd give it a thumbs up, and please consider sharing it with anyone you know who might benefit from understanding more about sarcopenia and sleep. And of course, if you haven't already, we warmly invite you to subscribe to our channel, Joyful Aging, and tap that notification bell so you won't miss our future videos, packed with more tips for healthy, joyful living. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's to restful nights, strong muscles, and many energetic, joyful days ahead. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.